Good morning, Lucci.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. Dude, the freaking AMD lost its damn mind, huh?
I mean, what else is new? I'm so tired, bro. I went out last night and I hit the beach at 6:30, bro.
This morning.
This morning, and I literally want to pass out right now. Good
All
morning,
you want to
everybody.
do is take a
Zelda,
nap.
yeah, Zelda rules. Good morning. That's exactly what happened. John Smith, longing every day is tiresome. Bonsall, good morning. Moving Trader, what's going on? Ice Styles, what's going on? Um, let's take a look at what's going down this morning. Here we had news come out at 8:30, which was a lot of everything, right? GDP came out. Let's take a look at all this stuff. Advanced estimate of fourth quarter U.S. GDP released on Thursday morning show the economy grew at an annualized pace of 3.3%. By the way, I saw Peter Schiff speaking yesterday, and he's singing the same old song and dance. He was talking about, this economy is going to be even worse. Like the shit's going to be even worse. We're already in a recession. It's going to be it's going to be way worse. Dollar's going to go to nothing, which it already has been. What the hell else did he say? I don't know, man. He was you know he was talking up the bear book. I wanted to ask him because he didn't have there wasn't any time left to ask questions really, but I wanted to ask him like, yo, how do you stay solvent being a bear, being a bear like that? You know what I'm saying? And the
For
other
real.
thing was the next guy who came up and presented, like he was another economist type. He came up and presented the completely opposite spectrum. And the one thing he started off saying was that bearish people who were similar to Peter Schiff, they're only right like once out of God knows how long, but majority
Right.
of the time they're just fucking wrong. And that's totally true. That is a true statement. Whether the
Yeah.
shit is a short or not, that is a true fucking statement. Um, anyway, so that was the GDP news. You got results from Intel coming out later on this evening. Obviously, we got the Tesla here to talk about, which is down to 190, man.
I know it's getting whacked.
190, bro. But
Wickety whack.
one could say that here is probably a decent place to buy. Maybe, maybe not. Who the hell knows? I think there's Visa um, reports tomorrow, and then if we look at every single name here, you guys already know what's going on. We are just gapping higher across the board. Nvidia here being the center of attention. Remember, Nvidia topped out at about like 628 yesterday. It's already climbed back most of it. But if you look at Nvidia, it hit fucking 184, 4 point run after the 8:30 news came out. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Still continuing, the move higher here. As for other news here, I think Las Vegas Sands also reported. Let's take a look at that one. These banks really haven't been doing much. Las Vegas Sands looks pretty good. If you look at oil is up again. I should have held that fucking XOM for a swing. It's now trading about $100 and change here. That was a decent swing for real. We were talking about it at 97, and it never really looked back. It had some interesting morning sessions. I think the morning on some of these names is difficult because they open up the options late. Nobody knows what the hell is going on. Um, and that's that case going on. Where is Wall Street Jesus? Wall Street Jesus looks like he's not in yet. What do you guys got going on? And Ron Chero, what are you taking a look at this morning?
So Jesus is out until noon
Ah,
Eastern Standard
okay.
Time. What's interesting to note about Tesla is that where they're going to open it is an anchored volume weighted average price from the pandemic low. So that's an interesting spot for it, which I think maybe you get a shot at a bounce, but I think there's easier shit to trade this morning outside of that, unless you shorted that thing last night. Again, same thing with the same music we've been playing the entire time, right? Like the semis are just flying here. I mean, you got your Nvidia, your Broadcom, your just pick one, NXPI, now, like all of these names are just running. So doing really nice on all of those. 490 on SPY is kind of a level I want to keep an eye on today, because we can. It sounds stupid, but hey, you break 490, you can keep running, right? Like,
Yep.
It's the same story. Yesterday was really nice from a reversal standpoint. I think it freaked a lot of people out, and when that happens, I like to just kind of remind myself and everybody who's paying attention that if you get an intraday pullback in the middle of a bigger uptrend, it's typically an opportunity to get long. So that's exactly what's playing out today. Other economic news that's still pending this morning: new home sales at 10, natural gas at 10:30. Then you've got Kansas City Fed manufacturing index at 11, and then there are two bill auctions. There's a 2-month and a 1 month and a 2-month auction at 11:30 Eastern, and then at 1 o'clock Eastern, you've got a 7-year note, and then Fed balance sheet at 4:30. So there's still more stuff to come.
Indeed. Somebody's calling out the IBM here. IBM came out with earnings. It's a pretty fat gap up here, and definitely playing catch up here with some of the other semis. If you take a look at this over the last couple of months here, it's got a nice run, 160 to about 190 here. Again, it's longo or motherfucking wrongo. Other than that, here, Apple back up to 195.
Google's got a nice little gap up this morning. Amazon's a lag, which is confusing to me.
Agreed. Amazon is red here. Again, SPY is almost back to highs of day yesterday. It's probably got about 1.5 points still to go. I know there's a lot of people still banging the table on that all-time high thing. In reality, after all the dividends, you take it all into account, we're pretty much there and crossed it and then some. I think this Home Depot here is up about 5 points. I'm not sure how much you can take out of this one. What else do you guys have? And what else are you guys taking a look at this morning here? John Smith is saying Tesla short against 196, 197. Good luck. Silvers is saying they pump 2 to 3 Mag 7 at one time, never all 7. Thank you for that. I wonder, Silvers, how much data do you have behind that statement? But that's interesting. Let's check in with BTC. I think most of all here, it's pretty much doing nothing here. So we check in here, it's just trading around 40,000. I think you get some kind of pop somewhere and then short the piss out of it. And I think you get down to about 37 and change. This Solana short still looks half decent as well. That ASML from yesterday. I mean, again, this was
price target got raised from 850 to 1,000. So it got, it's getting a little a reaction out of that. Other noteworthy names: Boeing got downgraded at B of A. I don't see a price target for it, but it got downgraded. And then Tesla got downgraded, I think, by like 8 different analysts this morning. So those are noteworthy. And Netflix got up an upgraded target price to 600.
LRCX reported as well. Again, this is another one of these semis here. This is still looking fucking fine. Peloton here couldn't really do anything at the $6 area. This one's having still a lot of problems. John Smith is saying BA downgraded B of A. What?
Didn't I just say that?
Oh, okay. My bad. Yes, you did just say that.
Yeah.
NOW here is up 2%. Remember, that's another one in this whole pack. Tobias here is talking about Plug. I haven't looked at that in forever. I don't think I'm going to start today. We got 5 minutes left till the open. I need a quick 5-minute siesta.
No such thing. Those eyes go dark. We're not going to see you again for a while.
No. I'm not even. It's not like I'm gonna shoot any trades off the open either. That's a quick 5 minutes, bro.
Now, so who was trading? I know somebody was trading in the room. Was trading now, but I look at these. Look at these names now. ASML. I mean, what's not to like about the semiconductors? They're good trades. Nothing else to say besides that. They've worked well. If you're scalping, you just need to wait for some areas. You're not always going to get it right. If you're a holder of these, it's a beautiful thing. Let's see what else we got going. Like, we got a nice looking condor on Goldman Sachs. If this thing can pick a direction after the move that it's already had, I will be impressed. Scroll through some other names here. I think the opportunity for me is likely to be the same basket. I don't need to go change the basket if I'm bored. That usually runs me into trouble. AMD has been a really nice move. Broadcom still on its horse. This one, Allegro, used to be with all the semis when it had when they had their initial run was a good one, and this thing has completely been a laggard.
All right.
Applied Materials, SMCI. Better names than ARM, Qualcomm. Like, this is just throw a dart at the board.
Yeah, as far as that GS, I heard you talking about that Goldman Sachs. I mean, every day I look at it, it feels weak. Like, it feels weak, but there's no direction, which means,
Iron Condor.
There's no, exactly. Iron Condor here is the way to go, 100%. 100%.
I mean, of the banks, the two names I really only pay attention to are Goldman and JP Morgan. I know you trade well on Bank of America and Citi. I see you trade those names successfully often.
Wow.
Got Silver's talking about EM. They're going to open this upper EM expected move for the day. My bet, you short this and buy 48.60 puts at the open. He's talking about SPX. I'm not so sure.
All right. Let's see if we trade this off the open here. Let's take a look at this Tesla. Tesla hit 188, bro. Fucking bad. This thing's fucking bad.
Painful.
Seriously. JPM is up 2 fucking points here? Whoa. Looking super strong. Shit, you might even want to go long this fucking Goldman.
Or Tesla for a bounce. Maybe. I'm not even going to fuck with that today. To look at the other names that I've been trading well recently. Where's this 630 call trading at? $3.
John Smith said he's long Meta. Lex Trader saying Microsoft to lay off 1,900 Activision, Blizzard, and Xbox employees. Pobrecitos.
Yeah, Microsoft was a bit of a head fake yesterday. The trade was good, but it was a bit of a head fake that it came back to where it's trading currently.
Look at this AMD. So pretty nice dump here from the pre-market 830 move. You know, this could totally be a buy. Melly's down 30, which is surprising.
That's
Check out.
nothing.
Yeah. Goldman Sachs here back up to 384 like nothing, like fucking water. You got gold up a little bit.
Looks like crap. What was behind? Is there anything behind the pop up in oil?
Good question. I would venture to say no, and it's just time to chill and bounce. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. Melly is now down 40 here. Boeing, yeah, Boeing doesn't look too hot. Disney here still trading 94.5.
Oof. Lockheed still continuing to dump.
Check out these banks. These banks look pretty strong here. Jose is talking about airlines here, and they got some action here. Yeah, I see that DAL, AAL. Check out some of these. Let's see what LUV is doing. Yeah. What is Save doing? 7.25 on the Save.
This Illumina looks like it wants to get busy here. I don't like it in front of its earnings, but
Wow.
This thing has really nice long-term potential.
Nice dip on that Tesla there. It rallied a nice 4 points there. I'm going to wait for some indication here that we are directional. Let's see.
Oh, come on.
Coin. Somebody's talking about some bulls here. SPY looks strong. Remember, yesterday's highs is your target here if you're going for long. 488.75. John Smith, how goes the meta here? I mean, it looks half decent. Let's take a look at the Baba here. Holding 75. Very surprising. Very, very surprising. Let's take a look at the Netflix here. Netflix 556. 556. Yesterday, I was trying to buy this thing going into the close, assuming it would just kind of continue to pop, and it just never did. But today might be the day. 560 calls are going for 360.
I got 565s queued up for this week.
Yeah, for a little roller. How much are those? The 565s? $2.
I just tried to get filled at 243. Did I get filled? I'm filled on that.
I do like that one.
I got filled at 243 on those.
Shop here, another name that just can't really get going. Man. All this stuff looks fucking fine here. I'm going to stand up, get some life in these legs. Man, yesterday we had that gap up, and then we retraced the whole thing. And today we're coming back. Look at the AMD. Look at the AMD spike back up to 183.50. Jesus, man. Jesus.
If you were quick on the Tesla this morning, you did get a pop.
Yeah. Eli Lilly. Oh, man. Tesla dumped 5 points after that rally there. Ugh. Meta here is looking good, John Smith. Nice trade. He's also saying long NVIDIA here, small. Let's take a look at the pins. Doing nothing. Short-term trading saying, look at that Tesla buyer. Okay, what do we got for some flow here? Tesla 190 calls. Somebody's buying about a 1.5 million out to February here. I wonder what are they paid on that? Take profits. The same question. If we can assume for a minute that PCE comes in soft, what would you buy to swing into that number tomorrow? Goldman? More of the same shit, probably. Netflix? AMD? I mean, look at this AMD. Back to pre-market highs here. Back to pre-market highs like nothing, man. NVIDIA here looks good. You know, yesterday's highs was about 630. $626 on that NVIDIA. Another great call by John Smith. I mean, that trade been working. Buy that sell program off the open. Where's Tesla? Tesla 188.
Tesla, you had what time is it? Just a few minutes ago, you had a Tesla February 16th 190 call sweep, 1.4 million.
Yeah, you got some lotto puts here on Google. Remember, today's Thursday, so premiums are light here. So if you catch a nice move here, you're making some decent money here. JPM pulled back a little bit. Here comes this XOM bounce. AMD and NVIDIA, they look like they want more.
Champions.
Joshua saying, if it does 200 plus, I over a piece of the PR space for Sang Lucci. Joshua, make sure you tell them to put the works on it, bro. I like a pizza with everything on it. Apple here, small fade. This kind of looks exactly like yesterday's action. Let's give the morning range here just a little bit. Pulling back up Netflix. Netflix is also consolidating here. I was watching the 560 call to try to rip some out of this. John Smith took 3/4 out of the meta. Nice trade.
Oof, I don't want that.
All right, Netflix looking pretty good here. Spy kind of meh. Where's that Tesla? 188 on that Tesla? Poor thing. Poor thing. MU. Somebody calling out that MU. Remember, the flow here kind of came into these other ones. IBM ran off the open. Damn. 192 on that IBM. I wonder, those options probably looking sexy there.
Gap and go.
Gap and go.
I'm not an IBM guy.
Melly only down 11 now from minus 40. If you take a look at the Netflix, holding really well. 556, holding really well. Small flush buy. John Smith is saying, look at the meta. 395 calls. Netflix here, continuing to run. Spy here looking a little weaker. Let's bring up this Gex tool. Usually you want to wait a decent 10, 15 minutes off the open to use the Gex tool. I'm just going to get it up and ready. The tape on the Netflix looks super bullish. But you got the market here kind of getting soft. Do we short? Nah. Do we take Spy at the put wall? This is probably a good place to start looking for a rally. Let's see what SPX though is telling us.
Silvers looks like he's short.
Yep. All right, Netflix pullback here. Haven't done shit yet. And play off Rondo was talking about this Roku. Meh. I have a solid idea. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute siesta.
Night.
John Smith's talking Tesla trap. It's kind of consolidating down here. Those Netflix options got smoked. I mean, if you like it, maybe you buy some down here. Do I like it, though? Meh. And Amazon's still getting no love.
I know, that's crazy.
Let's pull up that IBM. IBM still going. Oh, that was the one. 193. Look at this one. Shit. Oh, yeah.
Thursdays, man. Thursdays are difficult days for me to trade.
Why is that?
Why is it? I don't know. I'm just telling you that they are. Thursdays don't go well for me. I'm looking at the report, the trading report. When I go for trades on Thursdays, which is kind of the day that I keep going for fucking trades, they don't go well. So I'm starting to see some shit. Like, look at this. Netflix is down. I'm down $2,000 on this thing already. So if I pull up here, look at this. Interesting to note. Let me pull. Up. Let's see. Here we go. JB, Ice, whoever, pull the P&L down for a second so I can show this calendar. Are you guys paying attention? Thank you. So look at Thursdays in the small account. Down 2,900 last Thursday, down 1,100. Right now, down 1,800. Thursday's not a good day for me. Those of you asking to see the big account, no, not happening. Small account challenge. This is, remember, these are scalps, guys, on the Netflix. So why am I letting a loser go? I'm looking at, there's sometimes you can catch in the mornings, you can catch the move. And what I'm trying to do right now is see if this is on this Netflix, is this a shakeout? So am I willing to accept some pain, at least here? I am at the VWAP. It's early, and I want to see, do I get an opportunity in this position to add? So I've got a 25 lot, and we're in a spot where it can bounce. The move from the high to where it's at right now was pretty drastic. Oftentimes that can just be it can just be running stops. So I try to look at it from a bigger picture view of the day. Oftentimes in the mornings, they shake these things out only to bring them back to their highs or higher. So I'm looking for the dip and strength after a dip at areas like the VWAP. So I'm looking to see if I can add to this and make it bigger, because I do think that these moves are normal. It's very possible that the Netflix is trapped range bound wise, but what I keep learning over and over again is that if you panic and sell, you just make things bad. So it will cost me a little bit more to get some definitive answers out of it.
What did I miss? Oof. Oh, we're right back. What a surprise.
That's the other piece of it too. Why I don't just blow out of a trade is because we see this. We've seen this again and again where they rinse and then they just bring the shit right back up.
Mm-hmm. Where's DWAG?
No clue. Bouncing. AMD selling off a little bit here. Is Boeing selling? Yeah, Boeing's still selling. Yeah, Adobe's looking strong. Earnings not until March 14. IBM still going. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Norris is calling out NVIDIA. Looks like July of 2019, 1,200 calls are being bought. That's over a half a milli. Yeah, that looks like a Nancy Pelosi sweep, doesn't it? 12 hundo for July. Where are we at on this thing right now? 50 got tagged. Yeah, I mean, to your point, Peconic, she does trade those in the money. Okay, a lot of these AMD dumping out. A lot of these dumping out. See if you get some gap fills, and then maybe there's some opportunities there on some of those. Boeing was a nice short. LMT continuation. Let's check on the Condor. And Goldman Condor is fine for now. Decent bounce on Amazon. Tight range on SPY so far. So 487.5. Can bust through that. Silver's where you at? You long? Is Lucci snoring?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pete. Chill out, bro. $48.79. At least once. You get it more than once, Pete. That was your pop right there. Okay. No help. All right. So yesterday's anchor, yesterday's VWAP right down here at 552.22 on Netflix. So that will cause me some pain for now. And then what will I do? I will go back and I will build the shit right back up again going into next week. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I got to stay away from Thursday trades, I think. Thursday scalps are not my buddy. Yeah, there's your move back down to that VWAP. So let's see if they can bounce. If they can't, I am likely done for the day on Netflix with that. Oh, yeah. All right, let's eat that. Okay, done on that. Oh, that was a buy. Oops. Let's see. $182 is the average. I almost got to get the fuck out the way. All right, so I just dug a big hole there, 3,800 bucks. So now I got to go back to work, building that back up. Fat finger. All right, let's get off of that. Grind that back down to 29.5. That's too bad. Guys, it was a fat finger trade. I didn't purposely add to the loser. I was looking to sell it. It happens. The key is, how do you react? Yeah, I'm fine, Kelman. It's not a big deal. Yeah, they keep buying the Tesla here. So Tesla, you got some July 275s for half a mil. Tesla, Feb 2nd, 195s. That's a half a mil. All right, so my question is the rinse done? And can I re-engage? So NVIDIA came close to yesterday's VWAP and is bouncing here already. And then the first Sigma up on it is at 621.5. Today's VWAP at 622. Yeah, Eddie, that's happened. It's happened to everybody. It's not it's not a big deal, right? I mean, it's only a big deal if you let it be a big deal. I've taken way bigger losses than that. I mean, I've been fat fingering trades all week. Multiple times where I was looking to put, I had to go in and change my hotkeys again this morning. I don't know what happened. I was hitting one lots when I meant to be hitting 10 as starters. There'll be another move today. There will be another move. Okay, guys, in the Condor on the Goldman, pay attention to the move.
My eyes. What a surprise. Check out that Goldman Sachs. Are you in it?
Yep. Condor.
Mm.
And what up at this area, what I think is that continued upside for it. But look at what it does up in this area. It traps. So you got to be really careful.
Netflix back to 553. Also a nothing burger. That GS though. Very interesting. Silver's here short SPX, which is the pop here. I like that trade. JB is right. Lucci's clock triggers alarm. Spy eyes. That Goldman. Is anybody long this thing, or you just got the Condors?
I just got the Condors, but I will convert it to long if it can break.
It's kind of meh. Some of the other banks here are strong.
Yeah. I think Goldman likes to trap. That's why I put the Condor on to begin with.
Did you see the FedEx? FedEx has this big gap right here. Take a look at this one.
I don't like FedEx.
I don't like trading it either.
Yeah, it's got a huge gap, but it's not the worst place. But yeah, I think you would need time on it, and you would need to endure. I think you need to endure pain if you're going to get a successful trade out of FedEx. There are other trades with time I like better than FedEx.
XOM, nice little dip buy here, back almost to highs. I was thinking about putting this trade on, but didn't do it. Didn't do it. Nice silver short right up there. Caught the high.
as he does.
Yes, he does. Tesla here still lows. IBM hit 195 at the highs. Let's take a look at this XOM. Retrace the program down. Keep an eye on this Goldman. Oh. I seen John Nigerian yesterday.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Was hanging out with him a bit. He's a good guy.
Yeah, they're both good guys.
Yeah. It's just you see him on TV every 10 minutes. He signed a book for me. Actually, he wrote something. I didn't read it. Let's see what he wrote. Let's see what he wrote. Let's see what the man wrote.
Dearest Lucci.
Then there was another guy, Rummy, who, by the way, like, has these private jets and shit, and he wrote this book. It's called "Can You Really Think and Grow Rich?" Just giving it to everybody for free. Find out who this guy is. Somebody find out who this guy is. Rummy El Batrawi. And then here's the Nigerian book. It's not an option. He said, Sang, keep up the great work and let's find some ways to work together.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
Ah, shit. Sang. Yeah, Planet Fitness NPR. He's there in the mornings. GS up 7 now. It's very impressive. Tesla here first lows. What time is it? 11:15. Man, that Tesla. Wow. John Smith, your meta, man.
Cranking.
Ranking. Almost highs from yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man. Netflix here. Hit 549, then retrace the whole thing. It's not an easy trade.
No, not an easy trade.
PayPal here doing nothing. There's a PayPal event today. What the hell does PayPal need an event for? Melly here is green after flashing down 40 points, man. What a joke. What a joke. Tesla looks like a buy here. I'm not going to do it, of course.
That's ridiculous. Can't work with that.
Alex is saying any easy money plays out here. John Smith is saying SMCI big move coming. Yeah, you got a nice consolidation here. I can see what he's talking about. LVS retraced the 2 points up. It was. Take a look at this LVS. Trashed it right back down. What about that FedEx, that gap move here? Meh. Roblox, nothing. Roku, nothing. Bank of America still looking okay. Let's go back to the Netflix here. Netflix again, still chomping up most premium here. SPY consolidating here at the highs. I wouldn't, yesterday's target seems to be a decent price to shoot for. There's enough buyers here for it. JW here is talking about ARM. Yeah, ARM here is moving. 10 minutes left here to move into the Steamroom here. Get access to the tools all day. SPY looks like a nice clean long here. Let's take a look at these 488 SPY calls. They're probably already going to print through. I'm not going to trade it, but just want to take a look at them. 85 cents. 111,000 contracts traded on this shit. Jesus. And it's only an hour, not even an hour into the open. Unbelievable. Tesla here trading 186, still inching lower. I think you need to squeeze at some point in that thing. Here is SPY here 488. And looks like shit's going higher. I seriously, yes. So what are yesterday's highs? Almost 489. Let's call it 488.75. That's your target. And possibly we just go higher if you hit that one. None of this stuff looks dead here to me. AMD, NVIDIA here coming back. This looks fucking fine. Keep an eye on that GS too for higher prices. Yep. My internal clock again. Spy highs.
Time to go back to sleep.
Goog. Richard Vargas is talking about Amazon calls. I mean, Amazon's quite the laggard here. That Google. Wow.
It's a nice recovery on the Amazon, though.
That Google.
Yeah, that thing kind of. This is kind of what I thought Amazon would be doing, based on what it did a couple of days ago. Google's got the swag.
HD up another 3 points? No, this is it retraced everything yesterday. Tesla here. Here's your prop. Man, maybe you might want to fade into it.
How's the Boeing looking? Still selling it off.
Oh,
Lockheed's still bumping.
wow, take a look at this Caterpillar here. Steven here in the room called it out. This Caterpillar is gone here. This is
Ooh.
more of a down name here.
That's
Take
a nice
look at
breakout.
It broke all-time high, which I'm assuming was 300, somewhere around 300, and it fucking ran. Nice call out, Steven. I can't really get into this now.
Silver's calling for a yank. All right, we got about 5 minutes left for the public stream.
Today was kind of a quiet morning. Some nice moves off the open here, though, of course. Take a look at IBM. IBM faded off the high. It did get all the way up to 195, though. Remember, it opened at 186 on a 10-point gap and then ran another almost 10 on top. Pretty special. Pretty fucking special. That meta keeps going. This thing wants $400, it looks like. And the market is still very, very, very bullish. Bullish.
Are you at the call wall here already?
On SPY, yeah.
Yeah.
Market makers saying we might see 4,800 EO day. 4,800 would be 100-point ES reversal from here.
Can happen.
And Meta here at highs. Banners up, guys. You know what to do. Market maker saying by tomorrow, end of session, calling out 100-point ES reversal. I mean, dude, anything is possible.
Indeed.
But I think the chances of said thing happening are, the payout is obviously going to be huge if you hit, but chances are that lotto ticket goes to zero. John Smith is calling out at 1 p.m. You got the auction coming. Who knows what happens there? All right. We'll see you in the room, everybody.
Toodles.